and try another tool. Let's learn about the Simulation Curve tool. Select the graphic elements and right-click and click twice with left button, and a warning appears. You can click the hold or hide. If you click hide, the original graphic element will hide. If you press Ctrl and V, it will appear again. And now we try again. Now we make a line here by ourselves. Right click and select the tool of Symmetry Curve and select the graphic elements with left button and right click and click the line with left button. Choose hold or hide. Now this is a yellow line. The yellow line will change according to the original graphic, and click back to the design mode. And if we change the shape of the line, as you can see, this part will automatically change according to the original graphic. Let's do a transfer curve. If you want to saw to this graphic, you won't saw them together. We can use this transfer curve. First, click the start point of the moving part for sawing. Click the start point and click the corresponding point of the fixed part, and click the end point of the moving part, and click the corresponding end point of the fixed part and select it. Now it will saw together. Click the start point, click the corresponding point, click the end point, click the corresponding point, and select the graphic moving part. Now these two structural lines, they are sewing together. Well, let's learn about the rotation curve tool. And select the rotation curve tool with left button. Click the rotation curve tool. Select with left button and right click. When you finish the selection, right click and click the left button on the start point and click the left reference end point with left button and move the mouse. As you can see, the diagram we're moving according to the reference line we made, and click the left button. A rotation angle site is appear. Here you can set the rotate angle and the rotate length, rotate toward and angle. Here you can choose keep old or hide the old. This is old. You can hide or keep. Here we input the angle, as you can see. Or here you can choose into the data of the length here to here rotated angle. This is the original point of the diagram. This is the rotated. Here the length, the data is the data from here to here. As we entered 6. If you change it here, the angle is also changed. When you finished, click OK. You can choose the keep old or hide old. You can try it yourself of the rotation angle sighting. When you finished, click OK. Now we added it, right? We know the original point here. We click this one. You can see this is 2 centimeters, right? Now we try again. Click the rotation curve tool. Select the original diagram and right click the start point. Click the end point at the reference line. And move the mouse and click the left button. A rotation angle setting is appear. Here you can set the angle or distance. When you finished, you can choose keep old or hide old or delete old. Now the diagram is rotated. The right line is the original diagram. The yellow line is the rotated diagram. As you can see, here to here is 5 centimeters. And let's learn about the next tool. Offset curve. Well, if you want to move this diagram from here to here, so this point, and you can select this tool offset curve and click start point and click the corresponding point and select this diagram. As you can see, the diagram position is moved. Using this tool offset curve, the start point, corresponding point, all click with left button and select the diagram. Now this diagram is moved according to the point here. Now let's learn about this tool, merge tool. First, click the start point and then click the corresponding point. Second, click the end point and then click the corresponding point of the end and select this diagram and right click. Now this position moved here according this line attached here, this line attached to this point. But all this become right point. The right point means they are deleted the linkage. For example, if I make a diagram here and I make region row, and you can see a linkage, right? They are linked together, right? And I've selected right click and to delete the link. And you can see all parts of the points become red. That's me. Their linkage is deleted. If I change this line, this diagram not changed according to the original diagram. And right click. The right point means deleted the linkage. Now let's talk about this tool. Split line. If I pick a point here, and we know this is one line, right? If I want to divide the line to two lines, I can use this tool. Select the split line with left button and click the point. Now this one line, before it was one line, now it's two line. One line be cutted, right? Select the tool here and click on the line. Now as you can see, it was one line before, now it's one line, right? Click the left button. Here you can determine the cutting position. When you finish, right click. Now you can see it's two line, right? Or you can choose a point here in advance and then choose the tool split line and click the left button on the line. Now the line is divided too. Or click the left button to determine the distance yourself and right click. Now the line is divided. If you want to join the line together, select this tool, click the left button and click the left button. As you can see, it's joined to the one line. Now there are two lines, right? Using this tool, click the button and click the left button. Now as you can see, it's one line. So when you using tool and this tool, just click the left button, the line will automatically cut to two parts or joined to one line. Click the line joint, click the line left button. Now it's one line. Let's learn about this tool, cut one line. As you can see, first click the cutting line, the cut line. Second, click the be cutted line. Click it, always left button. As you can see, this line is cutted by this line. But this line is not long enough, so this line will automatically connect to here. We try it again using this tool. Click the tool here, back to the design mode, and click the tool here. First, click the cut line. Click the cutted line. This line is be cutted. Click the line with left button. As you can see, this line will automatically cutted by this line. When you finish, right click. In the design mode, if we want the dark zone together and make the line smooth, we can select and click or select and select the darts in sequence and click the save. And you can see we can smooth the line in the pattern mode. We can smooth the line in the design mode. We do it again. In the design mode, if we want to join the dart and make the edge smooth, we can use the tool of road angle. We can use the tool to make it smooth. The operation step is select the first line and select or click the second line and click the dart and click the C on the keyboard and right click. Now as you can see, we can adjust the line smooth. When the dart is joined together, this edge we can adjust it to make it smooth and right click to finish. And we can also use this tool. Well, I'll do it again with the smart pen in the design mode. Select the first line, and then select or click the second line in sequence, and click the dart edge, and click the dot edge, and click C on the keyboard, and click the left button to activate the line here, and click the left button to activate this line. When you finish, when it is smooth, and right click again. If you are using this tool, if you want to use the modify to smooth tool in the right toolbar, you can click this icon. We can back to the last step. You can click this icon. Just click with the left button, select, click the button, and click the left button, and click in sequence and right click, and to make it smooth. When you finish, right click. Do it again. Click the tool and click the left button, the first line, and click the second line, and click the dart in sequence. When you finish, the right click, and to adjust the shape to make it smooth. When it is smooth, right click and right click. And here is the tool of pattern make. As we know, in the pattern mode, we can select the line in sequence to generate a pattern. Right click to make a pattern. Well, we can also use the tool here. Click the start point and click the end point. If this line is curved, click on the curve and click the end point. If it's a straight line, click the start point and end point, and click the end point. If this is curve, click the line and click the end point, and click the if it's a straight line and click the end point. When you finished, the arrow behind shows inner line is no inner line. Right click. Here you can modify the pattern information. When you finished, click OK. Now as you can see, the pattern is made. If you want to modify the pattern information in the pattern mode, click the left button to modify the information of the pattern. If you're using this tool to make a pattern, just click left button on the point to generate. Click the point in sequence to generate a new pattern. I will do it again. Click the pattern make and click the start point. If it's a curved line, click the start point and then click the line and click the end point. And if it's a straight line, click the start point and the end point and click on the line of the curve and click the end point, click the end point and click edit end point. Right click to finish. Now a pattern is also made with this tool of pattern make.